Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Heather B. Denture DiVa. I'm trying not to be so loud. You ever get just a feeling you need to do... I don't know, I had this feeling I need to do this specific video today and everybody's sleeping. So I'm going to try to be quiet. If you guys are... I don't have my bottom denture right now. Again, I just woke up during the cleaner. Well, my bottom one is. But, before I get started, because my mom's going everywhere... don't forget, guys, if you like what you see of my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell button, click all. If you want to join my membership, because they get their own separate videos and giveaways, you can just click join and you can join in on it. I do have my second channel, Inside the Mind of a Diva. I'm starting to do more stuff. It's like healthcare, skincare, random crap, vlogging, all that stuff. So joining you into my personal life, there's Inside the Mind of a Diva, so you can join that one. I'll link it down below, or you could just literally Google it, it pops up. Well, you can put it on the search of YouTube. So I want to do this video. There's so many people now that are getting this process done. So many. Because COVID halted a lot of things. I was blessed to have mine done just before COVID. Like, I'm not kidding. It was like a month before shutdown, the very, very first one. So... man, did I get lucky, or you, and I had a denture DiVa. So everything works out the way it's supposed to. I'm a firm believer in that. Everything happens for a reason. And, you know, I believe my journey in life is to help people. I'm a very empathic person. I care and feel for other people. It's quite annoying, but I do feel a lot of it. And it's sometimes stressful, but I do care so deeply for people that I just want to help people. Because I know what it's like to not have support. I know what it's like to be alone. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to be a whole bunch of things. So I don't want anybody to feel how I felt at those moments. I try to do the best that I can to make people's journeys a lot easier. Some people don't ask for help and then they have a hard time with their journey, or some people refuse help and they have a hard time with their journey. One thing I can tell you guys, your mindset is key. I had sepsis before this. I was on an autoimmune suppressant, which ended up taking bone infection down in my neck and came down to my teeth and wiped them out. Totally sucked because I had good teeth too. So do I hold on to that? It's getting better of me letting go of that. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But I take one day at a time. That's all you can do. You just take what you're given and make the best of it. And you know, lately I've come across so many negative people in this process. And the one thing I have to tell you is your negativity is going to make your journey worse. Because when I started out, first couple weeks of this journey, I was super negative. And every little thing would upset me, and every little thing would whatever, blah, blah, blah. Till I realized, you know what? I'm going to take one day at a time. Because I realized that when I'm positive and in a good mood, better things happen. If I'm negative, more negative will happen. So it really depends on how you take things. So like I tell people, in this journey, take one day at a time. I'm real with people and I tell them the first 2 weeks is going to suck. But I've had 37 surgeries in my life. And as I know, with every surgery, there's going to be pain afterwards because there's tissue damage. Your body needs to heal. You know, it's a different pain. It's not, you know, abscess pain, thank God. But it's healing pain. It's swelling because of your skin tissue and gum tissue, all that was, you know, yanked, pulled, and cut into, so you're going to have pain. You add an immediate denture on top of that. If the immediate denture was done properly, your denture should not be loose the first couple of weeks. It actually would be tight, and it would be a bitch to get them out. And I've had that. Oh, Lord, does it hurt? Just saying. There's a whole lot of Hail Marys and talking to God and freaking like crying the first 2 weeks that I got my tops done. My bottoms, I'm going to be real with you, were a hell of a lot easier than my tops. But you can't go into this and be like, oh my God, this spot hurt, is it normal? Or, oh, this blah, 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 is this normal? Everybody always accesses the same stuff. And it's because everybody goes through the same issues. That's why I made a support group. That's why I made a denture YouTube channel. That's why I did all that, because we all, most of us, go through the same exact thing. It's just how we take it, how we handle it. And I'm here to tell you guys today, because I feel like today I needed to tell people this, And I don't know who the hell is channeling the Denture Diva, but I hear you. That you guys needed to realize that you got to take this in a positive aspect. You're now bettering your life. No more freaking abscesses, no more cavities, no more root canals, thank God for that. No more bad crap. Now all you have to do is own that denture. Because that's what put me into a better mindset. Is like, I'm not going to let no piece of plastic crap dictate my life. No. I tell you to stay in. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do this my way. So I did everything I could. So everything I taught myself, everything that I learned, I put on a video. Because I'm like, hey, it might actually help one person at least. Never knew I was going to blow up into Denture Diva, because who knew, right? All I did is want to help people. So it's like when I do my Q-tip trick. Lick the Q-tip, guys. But I lick the Q-tip. And instead of doing like, here's the denture, right? And you put a blob here, blob here, blob here. When you smash it down, you're still having that gap there. You're still having that. There's some denture that still has gaps. So it's like you have these spots that are hard, but great. Now, if you have an open space right here and you have no adhesive here, boom, here it comes flooding in and taking out the rest of the adhesive. Don't do the blobby thing. Please, people that make adhesive, stop telling people to do that. You obviously do not have dentures. Please listen. Thanks. Appreciate you. But what I do, guys, is I take a Q-tip. I lick my Q-tip. I put adhesive. You guys see my videos. There's no rhyme or reason to me putting it on. But I lick it and do a thin coat. So every part, whether it's the wall, because you don't do too high up on the wall. But if you do a thin layer, it prevents it overflowing. When you put too much adhesive in, it prevents the spacing. It prevents a lot of stuff, guys. So when you do it, it's getting every spot and it's holding it into place. Fix-It and Ultramax is the best zinc adhesive. Dr. B is the best non-zinc adhesive. So they both work well for me. But Fix-It and Ultramax is, Google it yourself, is to be put out there as the strongest adhesive out there, which it is. How many of you needed almost basically a crowbar? If they had a denture crowbar, honey, I would own it. Because sometimes you can't get those bitches out. Nope. So, when I did my top journey, man, was it hard, guys. The top was hard. To me, because there's a palate, because it has all that. It's harder to get used to. Your tongue's hitting the plastic. You're not used to that. It feels like a hockey puck, blah, blah, blah. But you can't just take it out and be like, oh, I'm tired of this shit. First of all, you're just throw money down the toilet and just hit flush, because that's what you're doing. 2, you're going to create more bone loss in yourself. And you should not be eating food without any denture or teeth, because it messes up your bone in your jaw. Your jaw was not made to have food constantly keep smashing on it and chewing all that. And then you get pieces of chip or whatever in your gums, and you can create abscesses that way. All you have to do is take one day at a time in this journey, and that's what I taught myself. So when I got into my bottoms, everybody's freaking me out. I'm a YouTuber, for God's sakes. I hear all these bad shit. And going into the process, I was like, really? First of all, it wasn't even that bad to begin with. No. My dentist is a god when it comes to dentures. And he sends out the denture to be, and he does impressions good. Like, he'll stick his hand up in there and make sure it's tight on your gums. And mine were too tight, where he had to loosen them a smidge. They were embedded into my jaw. But they get sent out to California, blah, blah, blah. Which I believe Dr. B, they were telling me over there that they were like, Heather, do you know where? I'm like, not really. Because we used to send ours out to California. And I was like, no, but I'm going to ask my dentist next time I see him, because now I'm just curious. But my bottom, one thing I've realized about a bottom denture is that it's your tongue muscles that are making your denture pop. I do my own adjustments, guys. I do my own everything. I have Medicaid. Thanks, Medicaid, for not covering crap. You suck. But you take your tongue to the roof of your mouth with your denture. If it pops when it shouldn't, or it's lifting, if say you have adhesive and you feel it hitting it up against it, you need to shorten your wall. If you're not doing your own adjustments, please, if you're doing your adjustments, don't use a Dremel. I don't care how good you are. I've seen the best of the best break their denture with a Dremel, because acrylic dries out, it breaks. Don't do that. Simple nail file does the same exact thing. You just control it better. But I would just shorten my wall. And, I would put it in where, and like the fifth hour, I'd be like, okay, well, that hurts now. So I would have to go in and shorten the wall more, depending on which side is what and all that. And remember, guys, the more gum shrinkage you have, your bottom denture goes down or your top denture goes up. So it goes right into these and in your nose, and it goes right into here, here, and into your gum muscles. So it's really staying on top of immediate dentures the first year because of all the gum shrinkage. Then you just need very rarely, need adjustments in your permanent dentures. Maybe in the very beginning, but not as you go on. But, and I tell people like, no adhesive works for me. That's so not true. Um, Adhesive does work. It's just if your denture's too big, it ain't gonna work no matter how much adhesive you use because your denture's too big. And adhesive is made for fitted dentures, not ill-fitting dentures. So you need to do a soft reline if you have way too much gum shrinkage that you're using like 5 freaking damn tubes of soft reline. You need to do a hard reline, and the hard reline is permanent. It's just the acrylic that they would normally use on a denture. They would do this with the hard reline to make it correctly fitting. So the first year, you normally have an ill-fitting denture that's annoying because you have to try to control it. So if you want adhesive to work, do a soft reline. And I gotta say, that's my biggest thing I have with people is people constantly ask me, no adhesive works to me. I just tossed mine away. You can't just give up because you feel like it. You did this for a reason. And to me, I have so much drive in me, I don't accept failure. So I push and push, and I have a better quality of life with dentures now because of it. And there's a lot of people, a lot of you guys that I've seen just join this journey or did it a few months ago or a year ago that I've seen you have the same drive as me. And you guys push through it, and now you're all happy with them. And to get to that happy stage, you got to keep pushing through. Like, say, oh, I just got my soft reline done last week, and now my denture's loose again. In your immediate stage, that will happen. It used to piss me off all the time. So that's when you use adhesive. What I've noticed is about, dentist soft relines and reline it is that it doesn't really give you great suction. Having hard acrylic smash into your gums are not the comfiest. I use Denture Fit. It's got no burning effect, no freaking nail salon effect. It doesn't have whatever. It just actually is comfortable. So yeah, it gives great suction. Even my bottom, it gives good suction, which I was actually surprised for. Sometimes I might use powder on my bottom depending on what I eat with it, but that's just from my own mentalness that I want to make sure those babies ain't moving. But Denture Fit has been a godsend for me. It really has been. And remember, guys, I don't work with any companies. I am YOLO on my own. So I'm the type of person that I don't believe in working with a company that you don't go for. It's like Cushion Grip. They got a hold of me to work with them. I'm like, guys, I don't even like your product. And they weren't even the original ones. They bought the product. It was somebody else that had the product. But when I do directions of Cushion Grip, even they messaged me and they told me that it was a difficult product. And they were like, try doing it the way some other people do it. I'm like, so not how you want to do it, since you have the product. You want me to go by other people by taking little balls, putting it into my gum, and going from that. That's not how you directed your product, so therefore I don't use it that way. Plus, it is freaking annoying to have to do that every day. So I use Denture Fit. Cushion Grip is not an adhesive or soft reline. It's more like a filler you put in every day. But Denture Fit is a soft reline. It lasts up to 3 months, sometimes even longer for me. But it's so comfortable. And that, using Denture Fit, is what made me not feel my denture anymore. Even me wearing my denture every day, I've never given up. And Denture Fit, I started my immediate dentures. I started using Denture Fit. And wow, the comfortableness. You don't feel your denture at all. So it's like I tell people, it's most likely the hard acrylic that's annoying you. I mean, it is. It's something hard in your mouth that you have no control over, and it doesn't move with you, So it's difficult. But I keep telling everybody you can't give up. If you were to start a new job, if you were to first become a parent for the first time, if you were to do whatever, do you just quit and just be like, this is hard, I'm done? My first kid was colic for 1.5 years. I didn't give up once, and I worked 2 jobs. So, yes, TV was a big pain in my butt, guys. Oh my God, that kid needs to learn to sleep. But it's like, you have to realize that it's just like that. It's something you have to learn to do. You can't just keep it in and then take it out when you need to eat. Do not eat without teeth. I keep telling people that. Nobody listens to me. And then people come, oh, my favorite is, it's like, when can I use adhesive for the first time? Your dentist will tell you at a month. Most dentists, 90% of dentists do. Some of them say, hey, you can use it right away. Yeah, good luck with that blood. Let me know how that works for you. But there's been quite a few people in just the beginning of this year that have all came to me and said, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm like, oh, it's not on me. I just give you guys the truth and information, and it's up to you guys whether you want to take it. I can't force anybody to do anything, only me. Um, but they were like, I have dry sock now. One had it super severe where they can't wear their denture for the next few months. And one had it to where they dislodged it, so they have to like be super careful and go back to liquid foods. I've had like it's a lot of things. On my denture support group, I'm so close to like making comments having to be approved because people are like, "Oh, use it right on your sockets after the second day. You're fine." Yeah, I want to see you use Fix It and Ultramax on a socket that was just freshly tooth ripped out. You're gonna rip your blood clot and you're gonna see it right on your denture. Like, no. The only adhesive you can use is on your palate because there's no sockets, no nothing. It's just your top palate only to help hold them secure. But if you need adhesive, the first month especially, that means they messed up doing your denture. Because when my dentist did my impressions correctly, my top denture, I didn't even need adhesive for 2 months. It was so damn secure in my mouth. I mean, coming out. But people, when they get pain with their denture and they think, whatever, they start over adjusting to where now they lose seal and now all the water's flooding in. So over adjusting can cause that problem. Um, Number one big reason is people over adjust. Just let your mouth do its thing. If you feel it smashing into one of your bones, yes, then do a small adjustment. But if you keep adjusting just because you feel pain, because honey, you're gonna feel pain for 2 weeks, that's you're gonna lose suction of your mouth and you over adjusted your denture. But it's just you guys just gotta hang in there because without the bad, we wouldn't be as strong as we are. And you can't just give up when things get hard because that's just what life is. Life is always going to throw hard shit at you, and it's how you take it and handle it. And I always tell people positive mind frame is everything. If you think every little thing is negative, you're going to, every little thing that you go through, even a bone chip, you're going to think it's the end of the freaking world. And I've seen so many people like that lately, and I'm like, bone chips are common. They come out on their own. Or you could just take sterilized tweezers and pull them out. If you can't see, just go to your dentist, he'll take them out. It's not a big deal. Like bone spurs. Bone spurs happen to everybody. There's not one person that has never had a bone spur in their life after extractions. But it's, your bone moving because it's got to fill in the hole. So it just takes time. I tell people don't adjust at that time because the bone will move, fill in the hole, and now you have a big gap in your mouth. So some people add to theirs by over adjusting, add to their bigness of their denture. But if you just got your denture that day, which I've seen this happen to a few people this week, just get their denture. And their denture's so loose already after, well, even day one. Well, normally the next day because the blood really holds it in place. But when you take it out the next day, now your denture's constantly falling down because your dentist or oral surgeon or denturist or whoever the hell did your denture did not do your impressions correctly. And if they don't do them correctly, your denture is not going to be good. So impressions are everything. They're everything. If you're moving your tongue around while you're doing adjustments and you're messing with the mold, you're messing up your denture. Don't move your tongue. Don't move your face. Let them do the impression. Like there's so many things that can cause many issues. But like I tell people, if your denture's loose, a smidgen loose, you can use adhesive after a month or even 3 weeks. But I would never go earlier than that. Because from like here to here, take forever to close up. The front's actually pretty quick. especially if you get stitches done. Because some do stitches, because, it's less likely. You can still get dry socket with it, obviously, because your stitches can come out on their own from day 2 to day 14. So, I mean, anything can still happen. It's just a smaller chance of it not happening. Still can happen, though. But I just want you guys to know you need to believe in yourself. And if I can go through all this and figure things out and not quit and give up and have the drive and the passion for it, then also all of you. In the beginning, is it going to be easy? Hell no. Hell no. Nope. Not going to be easy. Like, my bottoms had the most mouth sores because the denture was too tight. So I actually should have got stitches because the acrylic went inside my jaw, which painful as fuck. You guys should watch, if you haven't seen my video that I did the first 24 hours, me with bottom dentures, you could see the pain in my face. It was excruciating on how much that denture was embedded into my jaw. So once I did get it out, I couldn't actually get it to go back in because of the swelling. And that's what happens when I do videos, is that with that, the swelling got so bad so quick, that I couldn't get my denture back in. So he just did a quick adjustment. It was because of a holiday, so I had to see him 4 or 5 days later, which was fine. I didn't care if I didn't have my denture in for 4 or 5 days. Hey, rice pudding, what the hell do I care? And he fixed it, and then it became too big because he over-adjusted it. And I was like, son of a bitch. So after about 2.5, 3 weeks, because you guys gotta understand, most of my back teeth were gone. I had 9 front teeth left. So after about 2.5 weeks, I did denture fit. Thank God for them. And then I just made sure my adjustments were good. But people are like, oh, the bottom denture is the worst. Actually, I had a harder time with the top than I did the bottom. And the bottom is actually quite easy. Nobody in the denture world have I ever seen bring up that your tongue muscles on the bottom, all of that can pop a denture. Because the way a denture sits, it sits right on them. And you need to shorten the wall. So if you don't have a warranty, you could just take a simple nail file and get where you need to get. Just take a little off, feel, and be like, lift your tongue up. If it's still hitting it, take a little more off, just go as you go. If not, tell your dentist to not make your denture wider, because so many do that. I don't know why. Tell them, shorten the wall. The wall, not the inside, the wall. Make sure they know that, because they always do the inside, and I don't know why. It drives me freaking nuts. But I wanted to let you guys know that if I can do this, so can you. You all can do this. Just hang in there. Because 2 weeks isn't forever. A month isn't forever. Like, I've been through way worse shit in my life than a denture. And there was no way in hell I was going to let a denture dictate my life. That was not going to happen. I'm like, dude, you're the same material as my nails. Like, you think I'm going to let you rule me, bruh? No, not going to happen. So I try to do things that make it easier. Now, you guys can search my entire YouTube channel, go to videos. You can actually type in what you're looking for. You go to my playlist, look for what you're looking for each category. There's a lot of things you guys can do if you're looking for a specific video. I have one. I have 580 videos I've done within the last 1.5 years. So, more than people that have been on here for 10 years. So, just know that there's a video out there for anything you're thinking of. If you guys want a new video for something, you just have to message me. You can email me, which is in the description below, just to our next title of the video. Click on that. It brings down everything between coupon codes for companies that I've gotten a hold of them for, links to company stuff. Everything's just in there, of anything that you guys would want to know. My email, how to get a hold of me. I now have a Facebook page, Heather B. Denture Diva on Facebook. So you guys can private message me there and talk to me there, and I keep everybody posted. That's going to have its own separate live soon. As soon as when I get more people, because I just made that thing. But as soon as when I get more people, I'll start doing more lives just for Facebook. And as soon as when I get more people for Instagram, actually I think I have more for Instagram. I really should do it for that. But I'll do lives for Instagram. I don't really go on Instagram much. Don't really know how to use it. Figure it out. Normally do. But I want you guys to have faith in yourself. Because I know that moment sucks right now. I know the pain that you feel. I went through it. And if you guys want to check out my video for the 24 hours with dentures, with bottom dentures, just because it makes you feel like you have somebody that can understand. It makes you see it for yourself. That does help. That video was done only 3 months ago, so you can go to my video, scroll down, you'll see it. But just hang in there, because there's always an answer to a problem we go through. There's always something we're going to learn. I figured out everything on my own. Because like I told you guys, I used to go to a denture support group, but they were assholes. So everybody on here asked me to do a denture support group for Facebook, which I have been. But I've been having to watch the comments lately because people don't always give out the best advice. And there's been a few people, because of it, have been having problems in their journey because of the bad advice they took. So, yeah, I gotta really babysit 2,000 people is not easy. But I always tell people, if you're unsure, you can always private message me. I'm everywhere. And if I don't know the answer, I will get a hold of a dentist that I do know, because I talked to like 10 of them, 11, maybe 12 of them, and get information from them. And if I don't know everything, because I don't have implants, but so many people ask me about them, so I'll either send them to that dentist to talk to, through email, or I will talk to them and I will relay the message. There's a lot of research and stuff I do for a lot of people. So if you guys want to know anything, you can always get a hold of me and ask. If there's any certain videos you guys want to see, you can just comment down below and ask me what videos to do. I am going to be doing a Q&A very, 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 very soon. Sorry to make this video long, but there's so much to say. I am going to do a Q&A of comment questions from you guys, so you guys can have one video to look at as you're starting your journey and going through, so you know how to handle certain things. And go from there. I was even thinking about doing a Q&A visual. Like doing a small part on how to apply adhesive, and another little tiny part of, it might take up too much time. I don't know, guys. I gotta figure it all out. But, don't forget, guys, I'm gonna post this right after I do it. So tonight is Thursday, 7 p.m. I go live, so don't forget to join me. I do have to go for COVID testing, because unfortunately, my kid's father and a whole side part all had COVID, and, whatever, I get my kids tested, they're fine, but I have to get tested because I don't know if it's my autoimmune or COVID. So I don't know if they pass it along to me because my system is a weaker immune system, and then that's what happens when you have MS, scleroderma, lupus, and, well, the whole autoimmune family. But thank you guys for watching my video. I'm always here if you guys ever want to talk to. And like I tell everybody, a positive mind frame and mindset will get you through it, even if it's the hardest moment, going through the swelling and the pain and all that. Stay positive. Watch one of my videos, talk in the denture support group. Like, there's so much you can do. Just stay going. I always get messages from people, and I keep motivating them to get through it, because I know that you guys can do it. I believe in every single one of you that you can fully do this. But I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. Stay safe. Later, guys.